Hey guys, welcome back to Girls Night with Marina and Miranda, and special guest Amy.
Woo! Put the clap. No.
It's the music.
No.
No, it's not it.
None of this?
No, you did that's
That's the one that I hit first.
you did womp womp womp.
I put C for clapping.
That's the vibe.
That's why I thought it was C.
Womp womp womp. Tell me how you really feel.
Okay. Sorry.
In all seriousness.
In all seriousness, bring Mel Mini back over here.
Melman Jr. Melmini. And Melman. Oops. Wait, I'm hitting the cord. We need another one from Marina.
I don't have one.
Too bad.
I'm all alone. If you would like to apply to be my squishmallow for this show,
Do not start this. Anyways, we're here today with my best friend Amy. Yay! Woo! Have fun. I've known her.
What's on the list, guys?
Sorry.
okay, do you want me to like throw us in?
I was gonna say how I know Amy.
Okay, yeah.
She didn't just appear.
Well, she kind of did.
For you, not for me.
For me.
No, I kind of appeared on you too.
I know Amy from high school. We met my sophomore year of high school. I was 14 years old. We were in a trio, and you know how those end up.
I do.
Nobody, either two become best friends or they all split up.
Mm-hmm.
So
They
me and Amy
became
became
best
friends. Yeah, she was there at my quinceañera. At first, okay. At first, I invited Amy because the other girl, I was inviting her to my. What? Can you shut up? I'm trying to tell my story.
Important story, right?
I am trying to tell my story in your room.
Sorry.
We're also sharing 2 mics.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
We're also sharing 2 mics
Because we forgot to get the cord for the other one.
Yeah.
We have the mic, but you can't hear it. So
I met Amy. Yada yada yada. I am going to have a quinceañera, and I invite the other girl, and I'm like, I can't invite the other girl without inviting Amy because I'm gonna do it right in front of her. Like that's so mean.
I was like, she doesn't have to invite me. She does not have to invite me. I didn't even know your name. I didn't even know your name at the point, and you were like, well, you can come too, and I was like,
First of all, you lying hag. You knew my name. We were friends.
Was it on the bleachers?
Yeah, we were like we were well into the school year. You fool.
What?
Yes. I'm a little hurt.
I feel like I hardly knew you then.
I hardly knew you. She had bright blue hair.
I did.
that feels very Amy.
Yeah.
That does.
That's how I met her. With washed out blue hair.
Hey, man.
Oh.
Hey, man.
But I met her and I invited her to my quinceañera and she came. So she was there through the whole thing. She even said a speech. So for you to be like, we didn't even know each other. The audacity.
Hey, but that's like respect.
Not really.
No?
I was like, I'm gonna go up. No plan on what I was gonna say. I just went up there.
She also wore one of my dresses and she never gave it back.
In my closet.
What?
Wow.
True story.
And you
in my closet.
Reporting live.
You're one to talk. And
I am one to talk. I do take all of their things.
That is wild. I can't believe you still have it.
I think I still have it.
Rude. You gave it away.
What dress is it?
It's like,
It's black off the shoulder.
yeah, it was off the shoulder and it was like a high-low dress because it was 2016.
Yeah, you know which one of those?
Mm-hmm.
It's like short in the front.
No, I know. I'm trying to like envision the dress. I'm trying to remember you that night.
I remember you that night. I remember you in the vaults at the like little dance.
Yeah.
That was it though. And then I met Amy and then we were like,
Never left.
maybe,
Yeah.
yeah. She really has never left.
She's still here.
We've come to the conclusion that I came into their life when we were like starting to age more. Like,
She couldn't leave.
I've been there the whole thing.
She was my first like friend. Like real friend. Genuine friend.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, everybody else was kind of weird.
Oh, valid.
I don't talk to anybody else besides her from high school. And like Luana.
Well, everybody was mean to me. Well, I feel like nobody
No one understood her.
Yeah, nobody understood me.
Miranda heard about me through a rumor.
Oh,
Yeah.
that I
That-
do know. That's the story I know.
That's crazy.
It was so. It was
Oh,
before
like,
I met you.
spill it.
It was the
most random shit too. It was
Spill
like
it.
so out of pocket. Being 15 and being called a gold digger.
No, you were not 15.
I was 15.
No, you were 14. Because I
Oh yeah.
it was like my summer going into sophomore year, so I was like 13 years old.
No, I was 15. I turned my quinceañera was during freshman year.
Oh. And then they were like, did you know that this girl, she's a gold digger for who, it was her ex-boyfriend at the time.
But it was like so random.
And they were like, yeah, she's a gold digger. It's like, how could you be a gold digger when there's no gold to be dug?
The only
Valid.
the only expensive thing I think he ever gave me was like a ring, like a bracelet from Kate Spade, but they're not that expensive, I don't think. Like,
Well, for 13 years old, probably.
Oh my god.
I actually knew him before I knew you.
Ooh,
which is
tea on its own.
Yeah.
guys, please.
Huddles, we're trying to get you.
Sorry. Here, she could use this microphone because you guys are talking the most right now. We'll just like swing.
Okay.
If I have to say something, I'll take it back. Do you want to hold it?
No, it's
You
okay.
look a little scared.
You look a little scared.
Melman Jr.
Honestly, ever since you said the reporter thing, that's all I've been thinking about.
Reporting
And now
live.
I'm like,
Well, that's how we met, and we just kind of stood stuck with each other.
Yeah.
But again, she was like my first like real friend, because before, girls would like do stuff that I knew I wasn't gonna be their friend for very long, and then I wouldn't hang out with them like outside of school.
Especially in that school.
Yeah.
It's like all the girls are very questionable people.
Yeah, so I just didn't hang out with anybody outside of school. And then Amy, oh my god, I remember she came up to me at like lunchtime and she was like, my mom can't pick me up. Can I go to your house? And I was like,
I mean, what?
You know, my mom did that a lot though. She would leave me. She'd be like, I'll pick you up later. But I'd be like outside the school till like 4 o'clock sometimes.
What?
So
Yeah.
I'd be like, instead of fucking waiting outside like the campus,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna leave with someone.
she's like, can I come to your house? I was like, I guess.
And I was gonna ask our other friend to go, but she had something to do that day.
Yeah, but I
So
feel
I
like
was
she didn't
like-
even really want to hang out with us outside of school.
Yeah.
But Amy just like came, and I remember you stood until like the nighttime, and I was like, when is she going home?
Again, my mom used to work.
I was like, when is this?
She works so
When is she
much.
gonna get picked up?
She would get like off work till like sometimes 10 o'clock at night. And like one time she forgot about me and I did have to spend the night.
Dude, Amy just came and she like made herself at home. I remember she put on like my clothes and like was dancing around my room. I was like, when is
Amy,
this girl going home?
what? Miranda, what?
Those are such core memories now that we like think about it.
I
It's
just
like I
let
have
it
most of them
happen.
on videos. Hey man.
Just let it happen. I was like, you know what? She seems cool, I guess. She can hang around a little longer.
I guess.
So she like hung around a little longer.
And I never
So
left.
Amy really paved her own path
Yeah.
into your life. Like she.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is what I needed, because like if like girls
I
didn't want to
agree.
hang out, I would be like, oh, okay, whatever. La la la.
Yeah.
So like having somebody that was like, I'm gonna stay. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Like, yeah.
You want to watch like
works
this
out.
movie? And like we liked the same things,
Yeah.
so it just like made
Very
everything
much.
easier. But and then she met you at like Easter or
It was an
something.
Easter party.
Yeah,
I do.
We looked
have
like
the
little
picture.
babies in that
I'll-
photo.
yeah. I have the
I don't know
picture.
if I want to
I
put
don't
a
know
picture.
if
Honestly, you both look so good. Like
We
your
look so
skin,
young and
yeah,
youthful.
your guys'
It was
skin.
2016.
You guys looked so like fresh.
I still had like a baby face in like
Yeah.
2016.
Mm-hmm.
It was so. It's so funny.
We recreate that picture.
We did.
But and then Amy just like made herself comfortable in my family, so like everybody
true.
knows her.
We go to like family events and everybody's like, hi Amy, and I'm like, hi.
Yeah,
I knew she was in, well, one because of Easter, but that was also out here. I knew she was in when she went to Alina's birthday party. I said, no, that's Amy.
that's Amy.
That one.
No, yeah, everybody knows of her, and
Yeah.
even when I like go by myself, they're like, "Where's Amy?" I'm like, "You guys, she's not my girlfriend. Like, it's okay. I can leave her behind sometimes." Jesus Christ, I'm like, she's like, I love her, but she's not my girlfriend. I swear I'm a lesbian.
It runs in the family.
Put your mic down. Turn it off. Matter of fact, give it to me. I'm taking the mic away from her.
Does it not?
You've been cut off.
Okay.
Absolutely insane.
But yeah, that's how we met. And we're
You're gonna talk right
besties.
here.
Okay.
We're besties. She knows too much now, so she can't
I
go
can't
anywhere.
leave. And it's vice versa for everybody, I think.
Yeah. She's a part of the cousins if you said anything. You know too much. You can no longer leave. But yeah, it feels fun to have like a good best friend, which I don't think it's rare to have a friend for like that long and so tight. Like we've been good since like the beginning. Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
What, are you going through like a crisis or something?
She like doesn't have a mic in her hand, doesn't know what to do with herself.
That's what it is. I was like, oh, these could be my headphones.
You psychopath.
Take it off.
Okay, you know what?
You look crazy.
Hold the
I
mic,
do
Marina.
look
Give.
I know.
No. Just.
She's not even holding it close enough.
Just
You have to
take
hold
it.
Just take it. We have 4 mics, but we don't have the right cords. Sorry, guys. You don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I mean. How do you feel about me?
I told you how I felt about you. You were like in the middle of an argument with first time I met you, and I was
You
like,
can't say her name.
I can
can't like
bleep
bleep it out.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay. But then I like started talking to you, and then I remember you made me laugh about something, and I was like, okay, she's cool. But I thought you were like gonna be mean to me at first.
I'm a funny person. No, we were probably fighting over something stupid too.
It was, I think.
But I will speak my truth. If I have to, I will
Right.
start a fight. But at first I was like, who's this girl and why is she trying to hang out with my friend? Because we're friends.
And it's the funniest thing because I've known her since like kindergarten.
I know, so I was like, who is this? I was like, okay, let me push her out of here. Let me get her out. And then I'll be her friend.
So funny.
But things work out. Now we're the only ones that are friends. I feel like we just looked at everybody and we're like, you're weird, you're weird, you're weird.
Right.
We're good by ourselves.
Right.
We're still good by ourselves. And most of the girls, they would say like, that's my best friend in high school. And then they would go talk crap about them
Yeah.
to other people. Like,
Yeah.
why are you telling me your problems with your best friend?
Mm-hmm.
That happened multiple times. You all talk bad behind each other's back.
It's true.
I hope you know. Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
If you think it's about you, it's
It's about you.
The quiet ones know too much.
I know.
I know a lot.
So Amy, that's how me and Amy became friends
Yep.
for the rest of these.
Amy and I became friends.
Oh, that's good. When did you guys solidify your friendship?
Ooh.
I think it was the first time we were alone together, and
was
we
the
had a
first time we were alone?
conversation. It was I don't know where you were, but you went somewhere,
Give me your mic, bro.
and
It's a little sweaty.
Really?
yeah, it's like
Sorry.
Okay, anyway, continue.
we were at like a group or family or something, and she went to the bathroom, and we were outside sitting down, and we were talking about something. I don't know what we were talking about, but then you said something funny again, and I laughed.
That's what gets Amy.
But like
Make
I
a
think as our when I was able to go to like events, and you would like come up to me and say hi to me, and like we would talk like with our whole group, you know.
Okay.
And I didn't feel like an odd man out. That's what.
Yeah.
You know?
We're also all the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we are.
So
I'm trying to think of when I was like, yeah, Amy's my friend.
I like how you started off.
I know when I was like, Amy's my best friend. This was like last year. We've known each other for like 6 years.
Okay.
Anyways, so I was laying down. We were having a sleepover at your house. I think I told you about it. When I was sleeping and I was like in and out of sleep and I had like my head kind of out. And I don't like my ears to be uncovered when I'm asleep.
Oh
and they
my
were
gosh.
uncovered. And I was like slowly in and out of sleep. Amy woke up from her sleep, covered my ears, and went back to bed. I was like, oh my god. I was like, we're friends. I was like, this is my best friend forever. I can't leave her.
It's like if a bug crawls in their ear, she's gonna come out.
She covered my ear and I was like, oh, that's true love.
That's real sweet. That's real sweet, honestly.
That's when, it was like last year. I was like, that's when I was like,
No, I remember when it happened. I was told about this.
I did it to you a couple times too.
Yeah, and I was like, Amy, what are you doing? Because I'd like wake up and I'd be like, what?
Cover you. You look cold, and you sleep like this too.
I
So.
do.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I'm working these headphones right.
I don't think you are, if I'm going to be so honest. I'm trying to be nice and let you do it, but it's driving me insane because I know it's going to be so
Give 'em
bad
back
and please just send it back to me in the nicest way possible, please.
It's not bad, but it's like, I don't feel like it's good either. Okay, well, I tried. I tried. I just can't tell how like loud they're supposed to be, or like
that's
if
why
we
you
were
could
so
like
loud.
mess with it.
I don't know. I don't know if we were doing it right. Well, if I was doing it right.
It's okay. They're in my hands now.
Sorry, headphones off.
No, it's okay. I love this.
Couldn't handle it.
This one's mine.
I was also getting overstimulated, like having the sound so close to my
It could be
ear.
a lot.
I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have a panic attack if I keep this on any longer. That was wild.
Is that what you said it? I don't think I'm working.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think this is gonna work. But like, you can hear Amy pretty good, huh?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can.
Okay.
That's why I was like, that's why I was like.
But
I'm
you also
so
had it
confused.
really loud.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't tell if it was like me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like I was losing my mind.
This
Anyways.
feels so much better to me.
Yeah, I know it does feel better.
Because you have something to do.
Yeah, no,
Like you're actively using your brain while like speaking nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't like that.
I love that.
I don't
Okay.
like that. I would rather just yap.
We are
Okay.
yappers.
We are.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, we did not. These sound funky. Don't you think?
Hadn't even heard them when they sounded good.
Well,
You know when you're like, never mind, I'm not gonna say that.
no, say it. Say it. Speak your
No, it
truth.
sounds weird.
How does this? What?
Like when you consummate your marriage. Like Amy covered my ears and I was like, this is. I was like, we're gonna be together forever. I was like, mine for us is what we were laying down in your bed and we were listening to Hannah Montana and we were kicking our feet and like laughing so hard. I remember it being so hot that day. Your brother was like, shut up! And it made us laugh more.
Aw, that's a little fancy.
That was like years ago. Mine was last year. I'm like,
I don't know what you expected from her.
Right.
I'm like, you could trust nobody. Just kidding.
I'm like, Fi just made it in, guys.
I know. Hold on.
No.
How am I ever gonna get a boyfriend if I only trust Amy? Let's not jump to conclusions, please. No, that was so. I was very passionate about that. It just hit me. Am I the problem? Oh no. I have commitment issues.
Oh
is what
my
it is.
That was so funny.
I have commitment issues. Oopsies. They don't.
No. That was supposed to be the topic of today's episode.
But you both had
We had crazy exes.
at the same time. I was dealing with. I was dealing.
That's wow.
Imagine how I felt.
It was going left and right. Miranda was like the whole like diary. We were throwing everything at her.
So true.
Imagine me and my feelings.
I could hear your blinks.
The SpongeBob.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Imagine how I felt.
How
Anyways.
did you feel? Let's
Oh
talk
my
about
God.
it. Open
Pissed,
up.
stressed.
Oh man, I was so fed up. I was so fed up with everybody in this situation. No, you would be crying, and I'd be like, "Why are you sobbing right next to me? Get up and go to the living room and cry in the living room."
Okay, valid.
He's like, "No, because you're on the phone."
No, I don't want you to cry. Go to the living room.
No, because I knew that he was such a loser, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Why is she crying over this loser?
Everyone did.
This weird loser that has anger issues and he's insecure."
I would like to say my boyfriend was worse though.
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
No.
His was worse.
Oh my! I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah, I think
I feel so sorry
Marina's
for
was
you.
worse.
I think I win this challenge.
I think Marina's was worse.
Mine was just embarrassing.
Yeah.
Mine was like scary.
Yeah.
Mine was embarrassing.
Yeah, yours was just embarrassing. Marina's was like, he needs psychological help. Like,
I would agree with that. I would have to agree with that.
he would like try to manipulate you, and you'd be like, no, I still love you. I love you. And then
Yeah.
I was like, how old were we? We were like,
I
think it was, like,
dating him when I
16.
was like 14.
yeah, so I was like 15,
long?
16.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
It was a
she
long
was
time.
dating for a while. Literally till like last year, they were like hanging out.
Yeah.
Literally summer
I remember.
solidified
Which
my
I had to tell
cancellation
you.
of him.
I literally told you, you stopped dating when you were like what, like 17, 18?
I was freshly 18 because
18?
it was when I finally took a trip on my own
Which
without my
I told. Oh, That was
because I could
Florida,
never
right?
leave with him.
Yeah,
Like,
that was Florida.
yeah, I went to Florida and do I speak my truth?
You were gonna break up with him right before that.
I was gonna break up with him right before that, but I had already bought my Disney ticket and I was like, fuck.
And who told you to break up with him?
It's true. It's true. I would have to
I
admit. Yeah, so a few days after.
You were going
Virgo.
to school too.
Yeah,
and
that
I was like,
a
you're.
big reason for it.
Well,
for
I
me.
remember when we were driving over there for like your campus tour. I was like, I don't know why you're with him, Marina, because you are gonna meet so many other people in the world. Like,
And I have.
I was like, UCLA is gonna be such a door opening moment for you, and you're gonna meet so many other people, and let alone cute guys. Like, you're gonna meet so many people, and you're gonna want to talk to them or explore, and you're gonna be stuck with that loser.
Yeah.
And he's insecure about it too to begin with. So I was like, you need to leave him, like, ASAP. And she was like, I don't know. She's like, I think I will, but I don't know. And then she got there and everything unraveled.
And then I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
I walked into a room. Actually, they walked into my room and I said,
Yeah.
oh.
And I knew that this was all gonna happen. That's why I was like, you should just dump him now. And you're like, I don't know, I love him. And I was like, that doesn't matter, Marina. You can love him, but you're not gonna want to be with him.
And you're right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, thank you for going to my TED Talk.
I really want to go to a TED Talk.
I know too much.
Sorry. That was just what? Stopping that.
Not today.
I feel like we need to go through the entirety of, like, Crazy Ex.
Okay.
For each.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I was there for both of them.
Who would like to go first?
Who wants to share first? Who has the floor? It's not me.
I met him.
I lost something once.
I met him when I was like 17, okay? 17!
You were 17.
I was 17. I was
Really?
17. Yes.
You were younger.
I was
Oh, that's so
17.
cute.
No.
I was also
I was
there.
17, guys. I was 17. And it was like the January of 2018, I think, that I met him.
Oh yeah, I was 17.
And
Oh.
then you
16.
were 16.
Oops.
It's the same time frame.
Yeah,
as
sorry.
The last story.
I know. Imagine what I was going through at the time. Forget you guys and your problems. Imagine me having to deal with all these emotions that I clearly
sorry.
don't have. It was wild. Go on.
Okay, 17, okay? And then it was good for like the beginning, but then my first like kind of weird interaction with him is when I was supposed to go somewhere, I don't know where, but it was like something dumb. I think it was to the mall with one of my friends. And he was like, "Oh, well, like who is it?" Da, da, da. And it was a guy. It was a guy friend, and I was like, "But it's not like that, you know? Like
Yeah.
it's you know?"
Was this
Yes.
Okay.
And then he was like, "Well, I'm gonna go here with my friend, da da da," and she was a girl, and I was like,
Motherfucker.
"Okay." I was like, "Okay, go." I think they went to like City Walk or something. I was like, "Okay, like, you know, do what you gotta do."
Yeah.
And at this point, I had never like experienced like jealousy because I never thought of it as like something so like. What's the word?
Well,
like
you're-
possessive?
Yeah. Well, your previous relationships were like kind of kid relationships.
Yeah.
And then you went into this one like you were grown up.
Yeah.
Essentially. And
Okay.
you're discovering yourself
Mm-hmm.
at the same time. So I think the difference between like this guy and the guy before was that the guy before was also a kid.
Yeah.
And this guy, he was older, and you guys were both, you know, old enough to be doing stuff, and with the other ones, it was younger, like puppy love.
Yeah.
So this guy was different.
Mm-hmm. And so I was like, okay, go ahead. You know, like, I don't care. Have fun. You know, take pictures.
Like,
yeah,
whatever.
tell me what you do when you're done. And he was like, oh, you're not jealous? And I was like, no, why would I be jealous?
Yeah.
Like, at that point, I had like a group of friends, and they were both like boys and girls. So I didn't care. And then he was like, well, you should be. And I was like, why? If they were like close friends and they grew up together. So if they had gone their like whole like teen
Yeah.
life without like liking each other, I didn't feel threatened by her at all either. Because a girl knows when someone likes her man.
Oh, 100%.
You know.
100%.
And then, so, I didn't get that vibe from her. I didn't get that vibe from her, so I was like, whatever, like...
Let's just chill.
Yeah, I was like, I don't care, and you can't, like, get that out of me. And then he was like, well, okay. And he didn't talk to me for the remainder of the day.
Well, I think he also just wanted reactions from you most of the time. He just wanted you to be like, what about me? What about me? The whole time. And you were just
I never gave him that. I never gave him that. Because my mom was always so secure in, like, her relationships, and her husband, like, never tells her no. So, like, having someone tell me no.
Well, not even
was like,
in her relationship, just in herself. I think your mom is very confident and secure.
Yeah, so I was like, why are you telling me no? You know, you shouldn't be telling me no. Like, you're not my husband. I'm not your wife. You don't pay my bills. Why are you telling me no? And then, so it started from that, like, small one, and then nothing happened. And then recently, last year, the reason that, like, we broke up this time was, like, I was talking about going to Hawaii with you. Remember that time we went to go eat lunch with your parents? We went to Applebee's. And we were talking about Hawaii and stuff, and I was like, oh, have fun, like, I'll hitch a ride, you know, like, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna sneak myself into
Amy
a suitcase and go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be on that flight with you guys. And then he was like, oh, well, why don't we go to Hawaii? And I was like, you have money for Hawaii? I was like, I have money for myself.
Well, that's so different, because, like, if we went with, like, my parents, like, they would pay for,
I would stay with you. Like, it's not like I'm going to go and pay for my own, like, hotel, my own food, and, like, stuff to do. So I was like, well, later, you know, because it was just it was a weird, like, interaction, because I felt so, like, what the fuck?
Like, he was jealous of me.
Yeah. He was.
He was. Well, me.
I love it.
And, like, the thing is, he knows that she didn't like him. And I let him...
I had reasons to.
It's
not like
no.
I didn't just...
Exactly my point. And I was like, it's not like she's doing it just to fucking hate you. Like, she's doing it because of what you did in the past.
Yeah, and that's most guys... Like, I didn't like him because... First of all, I had a bad feeling from the beginning, but...
He was a weirdo.
But there's
I'll admit it.
I go in the same way that you guys are like, oh, I met this guy, like, he's super cute, I like him, and I'm like, oh my god, how fun, like, you tell me how it goes, and then they do something, and I'm like, okay, well, then they lost my trust.
Yeah.
And they should lose some of yours, too.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, okay, well, all these things add up, and I'm like, I don't like them. So I don't want to hang out with them, and I don't want to get to know them if they're just going to hurt you all the time.
Yeah.
That's why I never hung out with either of them.
I didn't like his friends either.
I didn't like them either.
I didn't like his friends either. And that was, like, a big thing for me, because I always, like, see, like, movies, and, like, I read books, so it's, like, all the, like, characters are friends with, like, a whole group, and, like, their significant other's friends, so it's, like, I always wanted that, so, like, having this, and then having, like, oh, I can't bring my friends around you because I don't like your friends, and I know we wouldn't mix.
Yeah.
And then, so... I went home, and he was like, well, why don't you want to go to Hawaii with me? And I was like, I'm not saying that I don't want to go to Hawaii with you. I'm just saying, like, I'm going to go with her.
Yeah.
And that's it, you know? We can go later on in a couple years when we're ready and we're financially stable,
in the right financial situation, yes, I'd love to go with you. But obviously now's not the time.
It's not the time. And then so I was like, well... I don't know what to tell you, dude. Like, I'm going to go, and that's, like, end of story. And it wasn't even that, like, we planned a date. We planned, like, when we're going. It was, like, an idea. Like, hey, we should go to Hawaii soon. So it was not even, like, a for sure that it's going to happen within, like, the next year. And then he started getting mad, and he was, like, telling me stuff that happened in the past. And I was like, why are you, you know? And he almost started, like, projecting, which made me think about shit that he was doing. And I was like, why are you, like...
That's so scary, too.
It was, like, just a weird interaction. And that night, I got so fed up that I was like, I did it over text. That's how fed up I was. I was like, I'm done. Like, no, like, this can't... I was like, you can't talk to me like that. And I was like, I'm done with you letting me talk. Especially you.
Yeah.
Out of all people, like, bro. I was like, no, absolutely not.
Well,
and then,
scary too, like, these small, like, something so small could, like, make him blow up.
Yeah.
And that night, he showed up to my house. He showed up to my house, and he was outside for hours.
I had just dropped you off.
She had just dropped me off, too.
That motherfucker, he's never there when I'm there. Because I would say something.
And you know what? I'd let her. I would let her.
it's always when I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my god, if I could just get my hands on it.
And then he would like show up. He like left notes. He showed up to my house. He showed up to my job, and like me and her worked together. So, and it's so embarrassing. Why did this man show up with the fucking guitar?
He tried to serenade her. Oh my god.
And
He's trying.
but we were going to Disneyland that day.
Oh.
I remember I pulled up because I was like, okay, Mom, I'm going to drop her off at work, and then I'm going to head to her house, and we're going to leave. It was the day we went with Daisy.
Yeah.
And then so I pull up to the front, and he's standing in the parking lot.
Was he at like the entrance?
Like, he was blocking the gate of the parking lot.
Okay.
And I was like...
Blocking it?
I stared at him, and I was like, Mom, get out of the car. And she was like, okay. I did not even... I zoomed away. I drove so fast.
Good.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's crazy. The lady next door, she was like, I just wanted to know what was gonna happen. She's like, I kept asking everybody, like,
She was
is Amy
peeping out the window.
Is Amy out there? Did Amy see? Did Amy see? And no, Amy wasn't there.
I left. I, in fact, left.
Wild.
Dang.
But I would, dude, that was wild. But this went on for like, how many years?
A while. And then there was one incident when I went to the beach. I like going to the beach, right? I go to the beach at night. I take them to the beach. We go to the beach. And I went to an escape room with him, one of his friends, and one of my friends. And I was like, okay, like this will be a fun night. And the escape room was done early, and we were by the beach that we go to. So I was like, let's go here. Like, it'd be like we can go get snacks and we can chill at the beach.
I think she told me about this
I
story.
think I did tell you about
No, not
this.
you. The other girl.
Oh, yeah, I think she did. And we were sitting down on the beach. His friend was getting plastered, first of all, off of 2 Trulies.
Okay, me. And what's wrong with it?
No, but like from a tall guy, he should, like, you know, he should quiet on set.
Quiet on set.
Sorry.
And then so we were sitting on the sand. We were like sitting. We were sitting like this. Like my friend was here, he was here, and then his friend was on the other side of him. And ooh.
Pause.
And bleep.
And she was talking to me. She was like whispering in my ear about her current like relationship. She was telling me something personal, right? She didn't want them to hear. They didn't have to hear. It's none of their business. And I was like, okay, well, da da da. I was telling her, and I was like, well, he didn't know about that. Like, I haven't told him, like, you know. And she was like, oh, okay. And then so she was like, can I talk to you over there? And we like get up and we walked by the water. And then this is what like really set me over the edge, because I was like, oh, that's how you're gonna be. He got up and he walked to his car with his friend, and he left me and her on the beach.
Yeah. No, Amy, you didn't even tell me this because whatever her name is, she's the one that told me when we were on the way to that beach, when I was like, okay, I'll give him a chance, like I'll hang out, I guess. She told me that, and I was like, I don't like him. Like, I know I don't like him, and I'm not gonna like him forever. Like, this is not gonna change anything.
I had messaged him on the phone because I was like, where'd you go? Like, he was like, oh, so-and-so is drunk. Like, I'm just gonna sit him in the car. But I was like, he was fine on the beach. Like, why are you gonna risk him throwing up in your car? Like, and he's like a car guy, and he loves his car. So I was like, why is he?
Oh, like, you knew it was off.
Yes.
Like, okay.
Like, I felt weird about it, and I was like, okay. And then we get back to the car because I was like, I guess we're leaving, whatever. And the whole way to the house, he stayed quiet. He was quiet, and he was speeding on the freeway. And like, I get if it was just him and his friends, but when you're with me in the car and you have one of my friends in the car, why are you driving like an idiot? Why are you driving like that? Especially in a sports car, they're not really safe. And we're in the back seat, and it's like the small ones. So I was like, this is no. So we drop her off, and he drives to my house. First of all, he makes his drunk friend get out of the car to let me out instead of him getting out of the fucking car to let me out. And I was like, what the hell is your problem? Like, why are you acting like that? And he was like, just get out. And I was like, no, what happened? Like, why are you acting like that? And I was like, if you're gonna tell me not in person and you're gonna fucking text me when I get inside, I'm gonna be mad at you. He was like, just get out. And I was like, okay. So I left, and he texts me, it's because you were whispering.
That's such an insecure
What?
person.
What? I was like, it wasn't even about you. And it was his friend that got him suspicious about it because his friend was like, what are they whispering about?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, she did tell me about this.
Yes.
Because Amy never came to me when he would do stuff like that because I would not.
It'd make it worse.
I would never ever even think about talking to him if I knew about that. So, like, when she told me, I was like, first of all, Amy not telling me. Like, whatever. But then if I would have known, I would have been like, was I driving at the time? I would have been like, Amy, I'll send you an Uber. Like, please do not get in the car with him. What a psychopath. And how insecure of you to let some guy deteriorate your emotions and your mindset with your girlfriend.
Especially if your friends have never had a steady relationship. Why on earth are you taking advice from them? That like pissed me off.
I was like, that's actually
Okay,
Miranda.
but you're a girl and you're more like lucid about like dumb crap going on. When it's
like,
a guy, it's
the reason you are single is because you're so like, nope, that's not okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's funny. But I would have been so mad if I knew about
me
that.
over the edge.
Not too over the edge because you got back
too
together
over
with
the
them after that.
Amen.
And I told her every time.
It happens.
I understand.
Shade of embarrassment.
Well, you should be. Just kidding.
And one time I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear a skirt. You know, we were going to 5 Seconds of Summer.
Shut up.
Yeah, I think the first time. Remember the zebra pants that I had?
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't they didn't let us go back to the car to change.
I know.
What?
I had velvet
Our
pants
outfits
that I wanted
just
to wear.
got destroyed. He was like, you're gonna wear a skirt? And I was like, yeah. But then because you wore pants, I was like, well, I'm gonna wear pants. Like, but he had an issue with like a lot of the stuff I wore, which
We talked about
I
this
don't like
on the
when-
We
last
talked about this
episode.
last episode.
That's stupid. Your body, wear whatever you want.
Just grow up.
Yeah.
Grow up. It's not that deep. You're going to 5 Seconds of Summer concert?
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
what am I gonna do?
The girls with the
Kiss a
gays.
girl, like
What are you gonna do? That's
Yeah.
wild.
yeah.
I would be so angry.
And it was like a really stupid reason too. And I think that's why when we did break up, it was for like it was like almost like a stupid reason.
Yeah.
Well, it was like
That's what that sent me
Because
over
it
the
just
edge.
kept going. Yeah.
And I was so tired of it. I was like, whatever.
That's what happened to Marina too. It was,
Yeah,
like, tiny
actually.
things.
No, actually, yeah. It was a lot of
Yeah.
tiny things that would just like build up and it, for no reason.
And it seemed like a dumb reason to break up for, but it just like you were so tired of it that you were like, whatever, like just go, just leave.
Because it kept happening. It's like small things that keep happening, and you're like, is it ever gonna end?
And if you're like, I'm gonna change, I'll do better, and actually change. Because if you're gonna change for like a so amount of period and then go back to the way you were,
well, that's what made me so sad every time they got back together with him. Because I was like, Amy, there's been no growth between both of you. Like, yeah, you might have grown on your own, but together, you guys haven't grown as like.
we were worse.
Yeah, there was no, and it wasn't your fault. Like, you weren't a toxic person, and he probably wasn't a toxic person. You guys just weren't good together, and that's okay. But I think also growing up and seeing that you guys are different, because you were so young too when you, I mean, you were older than like your past ones, like I said, but you were like, you're just figuring out who you were.
I wasn't even 21. Like I was
Exactly.
still young.
And I feel like you missed out on a lot of like our early like 18 to like what, like 20, 21.
Yeah, I would like to speak up about that because we would go out and I'd be like, where's Amy?
And you did miss
When's
out
she
on
coming?
a lot. And that sucks.
I'm rampaging now, guys. I'm rampaging now.
And I love it. I love to see it.
I think he held you back from a lot.
Oh, for sure.
And you
Because he
probably-
was such a homebody.
And you probably held him back a lot too from like discovering himself and what he likes and what he dislikes. And I think you guys just needed to grow apart.
And like every time it'd be like over jealousy or something. He'd be like, "Oh, it's because like I got cheated on when you were 16. When you were 16 years old, you got cheated on, and now it's my fault." Like,
You want to talk about trauma? Amy was broken up in the hallway, and then she came right back to me that day. She turned away. She turned around and came back to me. She goes, "He just broke up with me." I go, "Oh, okay." I said,
That's wild.
You want to talk about trauma?
and you know what? I have a better relationship with him.
Why did he break up with you?
Why did he break up with me?
You said tell him.
Oh, my mom snitched to his mother about something that happened.
I would also break up with you. That's valid.
It was so young and so funny.
It was so young, and it was just like, okay.
It like happened in the back of the school, and she came back. And I was like, why did he do it here?
But guys, we're like really good friends now. So
oh yeah, he's a cool guy.
We're really good friends now.
Nothing
and
against him.
That
but-
just proves that we were young. Like,
Yeah.
we were really young.
Yeah.
He's super cool. It's just funny, like
He's a
how he did it.
Oh, completely off topic. Miranda, guess what happened today?
You'll never guess.
I got my credit card hacked.
Shut up.
Yes.
Wait, which one?
My Chase one. Not my Disney one.
Oh,
Not my Disney one.
Dude, your mom was just telling me to get a credit card with Chase literally yesterday.
Guess to where?
It's me.
No. Chick-fil-A. Out of all places,
It is
$105.
me? It is me.
$105. For those of you who don't know, I don't like Chick-fil-A. I dislike Chick-fil-A very much. So,
It's me. I have your credit card.
whoever took my information, I hope your family ate well. I really hope so.
That's wild. Again.
I told her because she was gonna text me and I was like, wait for the podcast. Because the last 3 episodes, it was you being like, oh, my credit card got charged $500 for Uber Eats, and then my taxes were done for me. And then now your credit card, really?
Who's making their way through our group? Stop right now.
It's so disrespectful.
Give me a break. Damn.
That's what
I'm just a girl.
saying.
Oh my god, Amy, that's too funny.
Yeah.
You were robbed.
I was robbed blind. I don't even have money.
Your mom was just telling me to get a credit card with Chase too yesterday.
I was like, out of all places, fucking Chick-fil-A. I was like, I would have believed it if it was like Amazon or like Barnes and
did I?
Noble. Yeah, I would have questioned myself, but Chick-fil-A?
You're like, I would never.
I don't
It
even
was
fucking-
$105, and I was like, Amy, there's no way that was you.
I was like,
$5.
again, Chick-fil-A?
That's wild. Oh my
Yeah.
God. It probably is me. I'm just taking everybody's information.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm just taking everybody's
She was like, I was hungry, guys.
Yeah, sorry. Damn. Well, Marina had the same experience with a crazy boyfriend.
Yeah, he was crazy for like all of it though.
Yeah. Well,
Like he was always a little.
he was
psycho.
manipulated from the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he was just always a little.
And your poor little young brain just went along with it.
I was sad.
I know.
I was really sad.
I tried. I tried to
did.
help you.
I can't even say that she didn't try to help me because she 100% did. And I did not want to listen. I didn't want
I
to
was
listen
the
to anyone. Everyone knew, and I was the only one who was like, "No, I like him."
yourself.
Yeah.
Your mom was like, "What am I doing wrong?" She was
Honestly, a lot of it was because she went crazy.
well, she was like, what did she say to me? Oh, she was like, she's like, Miranda, do you like boys? And I was like, yeah.
Do you like boys?
She was like, well, how come? She's like, what did she say? It was something about like, how come I like don't
Go crazy,
go
for,
crazy
a boy.
for a boy? She's like, but Marina, she's like, I don't understand. Like,
Because you pushed me
going on?"
away.
I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know, but I'll tell her. Like, I'll try my best. Every time that we were alone, she was like, please try to have her break up with him. I was like, I am. I was like, I'm working on it. Please give me a break.
Yeah.
Every time that I was with you, I was like, why?
Well, I wasn't allowed to like see him.
Yeah.
Which
well, for a good reason. Yeah, it was a good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what made you want to see him more, huh?
Yeah. Because I was told, no, you can't go out with him. You can't see him. So then I had to go do that. It was me. I was 15.
And he was 18.
Oh yeah, he was okay. Well, speaking of how we met, I met him. Oh my god, this adds so much more character. I didn't even think of how we met. He was the drama school president.
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 He was the president.
He was the president
of drama.
of drama.
Of drama.
So that's how I met him.
Which makes so much
was
sense.
through theater. He was a senior and I was a freshman, and I was like, he.
I like you showed a picture and I was like, him? Really? Even Amy said, him?
Yeah.
Really?
Anyways, I was under the impression he was a good guy. Turns out he wasn't. He was manipulating me the entire time. What?
Him being 18 should have.
I was under the impression.
What? But I don't know. It was always like we were fighting over something dumb. Like, always. Like, I was always, whatever I did, it was wrong. So then I became, like, really insecure with myself when I was already at a fragile
It was only
state.
you that was ever in the wrong. It was never him.
That's why.
Really
Did you know I wasn't allowed to be gay?
Oh my god, we should talk about that.
Oh, yeah. So, there's two... There's...
You weren't allowed to be gay. What does this mean?
I'm like, he's making sense.
I know.
I'm sweating.
He's triggered.
There's two stories that come from this. The first one is he was always convinced that me and Amy were like together.
Oh, so was hers. So was hers. Yes, so you guys were together. Oh my god.
So me and Amy have actually we're getting married next Tuesday.
Oh my god, both of your insecure ex-boyfriends thought you guys were together. That's so funny.
Yeah, so he really like despised Amy because
I've never met him.
Oh my god, I forgot that I messaged him.
It was the night of 1975.
Oh my god, it was.
It was the night of the night.
Wait, finish your story about him.
What was the story? Just him being crazy?
Him being
Yeah, crazy. You weren't allowed to be gay.
Oh, I wasn't allowed to be gay. Second part of that story was because like I questioned things about myself, which like if you're like 15 years old, like you're young. Even now I could be like, I'm questioning my sexuality. I could do whatever I want. I just want to say that. And at the time I was, and he was like, no, you're not bi. Like
He's like, I am.
There's no way you can be. Like, you already like guys, you can't like girls too. And I was like, what? No, that's the whole point. Like, who's gonna tell That's the whole point, actually.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then that was brought up recently, like last year too, when I was with him. Whole nother thing. But we'll get to it. I'm trying to think of like the really psycho things. Okay, he thought that I wanted to date my best friend Daniel, which I didn't, but like then we ruined each other's relationships. That's a whole nother thing on its own. That was very high school, just want to point out. Anyways, the thing that set me off the edge was, yes, I already wanted to break up with him. I was going into college and I was like, I kind of want to live my life on my own. Like I've never been by myself. Like I think I need to fully experience being alone. But I already bought my Disney tickets.
Which too before. I'm so sorry, Nina. I'm so sorry. You bought them like before you turned 18.
Yeah, because that was like, gonna be like my big thing. I was like, I'm finally gonna be 18. I could finally leave with him.
And you were like, Miranda, I don't know what to do. Like I have to tell my mom that like I'm gonna go to Florida like with him. And I was like, oh my god, girl, I don't know how to help you. Like I was like, you gotta be super nice to her. I was like, you can't be throwing tantrums. I was like, you cannot be around him. If she says no, you have to agree. Like I was like, you're gonna get in so much trouble like either way, so you need to plan this out accordingly.
Yeah, so I did not tell her until I was like already, it was like the week before.
I was so scared for you. You were like, Miranda, I'm gonna tell her. I was like, good luck, bestie.
I think that was like you. You were like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was very scary. And after, I'm so mad about it because I told her after, I was like, I only went because I had already paid for the tickets. Like I was gonna break up with him after, and she was like, well, if I would have known you were gonna break up with him, I would have been okay with it. And I was like, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. I would like to point out that's a lie. Anyways, yeah, and then so after we got back and I was like, oh, maybe we'll be okay. We were not okay. I was having a sleepover. I had a lot of sleepovers in college, okay? No, you don't sleep in your room. You just go to people's rooms. Like, you just hang out because you're at the same place all the time, you know? And then, so he, like, wanted to argue with me and would not get off the phone with me. That was another thing. He wouldn't stop calling me and I was trying to live my life.
All the time.
Like, I couldn't just have 5 minutes without being on the phone with him. And that really bothered me. So I'd, like, cuss him out on the phone and stuff. Anyways, he was like, I'm driving down there. I'll see you tomorrow morning. And I looked, oh my gosh, what makes it... No, this is going to make me sound evil.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
No, I got your back.
The world does not have my back.
we have your back.
Okay, well, fast forward, because all of this happens after I broke up with him. Okay.
Go.
I don't know how to describe them. They're both people I, like, hooked up with.
Okay.
But, like, that's just so crazy. Like, we were all at this breakfast together. We all went to breakfast with him. We all went to breakfast with him. Do you see where I'm in the wrong there? No. It didn't happen until after.
You're not in the wrong.
You had no, like, attachments to him after. You had nothing to owe him.
No, and he drove to you. It's not like
that's
you brought
true.
them to him. No, that's
yeah,
different.
No, he drove to me.
He drove to you.
And the guy that was there, he got him into the dining hall with like his pants.
Even better, like you let him in your group. What do you want, sir?
You're so right. I'm
They
not
could
in
have left you outside.
Anyways, yeah. They were like, you need to break up with him. And I was like, you're so right. I do.
Oh, it was them that really set you off.
No, it wasn't them. It was not them.
Years, and it was their little, yeah, you need to break up with them. You're like, okay.
No. In no way, shape, or form was it them. It was just like, we were splitting ways because I was going to go talk to him and they were going to go back to the room. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, okay, guys, like, I'm going to do it. And they were like, I agree. You really need to do it.
They hung out with him for like 10 minutes and they were like,
yeah, they were like, he's out. And I was like, you're right.
He was also jealous of our cousin.
Which one?
Joshua.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he was so jealous of Joshua.
Weird.
He's my cousin, but they're cousins by marriage.
Yeah.
So they're
either way, you're still family.
Yeah, no, I consider Josh family. Like, I don't see us not as family. Like, that's my cousin. He was in my quince. Like,
yeah.
Mine was jealous of her brother.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
My brother is
he's like the nicest little guy too.
Yeah.
I love him.
That was them being jealous of my family. I think everybody needs to calm down.
I know. It's not that serious, guys. Please.
Yeah. And me.
Like scared of her.
I'm like, you should be threatened. You should feel threatened by all this. A little bit. You should be in Melman. And you guys are like fighting with your boyfriends. I'm like,
yeah,
in my bed with my little Melman. Couldn't be.
We were in bed the other day, and my mom was like, "Oh, she wants a selfie," and she grabs both of these and goes like this, and sets up for the photo. I was like,
my friends.
I love it. I love it.
My friends.
Oh, anyways, so break up, right? He still is trying to talk to me crazy. I try to block him. It doesn't happen.
You're still friends. You still try to be friends.
I still tried to be friends.
Which my sister told. Okay. My sister's very wise. I don't care what anybody says. She's very wise. You cannot be friends with your ex. You can't. There's no if
turns out you can't.
It'll start off short. It'll not end good. You cannot be friends with your ex ever.
It's not true what the shows say.
It's not true. Whatever anybody says, like it's gonna end at some point. You can't be friends forever. And we saw it coming, and I made sure that you knew that it was coming. I was like, Marina, it's gonna end at some point. Like,
yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. This part isn't going in, but he also said he had cancer.
Oh yeah, that was wild too.
What? Maybe this will go in. Like,
I feel like it should.
Was it at the same time that I was going through my little thing too? Because you were like, oh yeah. I mean, scrap.
Yeah, it was the exact same time you thought you had cancer.
Yeah, and he was like, actually, I do.
But, like, I don't want to say that he, like, doesn't have cancer because, like, it could very much be true. But I have never seen one document from the hospital.
Odd.
There's been no truth.
And, like, we will also, like, I would go to his house, like, to his apartment where he lived. Like, he would have some sort of...
And he's a liar.
That's the thing. And so, like, I don't want to say this dude didn't have cancer.
And if he did, why wouldn't he tell you beforehand?
Yeah. You call me a liar. I'm calling you truther.
Yeah, dude. So that's real iffy.
That's too, when you went to his apartment in where he was living.
San Diego?
Yeah, and he had your document.
Oh, no. I was getting there.
Okay.
But there's something even crazier that happens before that. We go Taylor Swift opening night, Arizona.
Oh,
Glendale.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Are you gonna share that?
I'm gonna share that.
Okay.
I know. It's. Yeah. Ooh.
If I see you, it's on sight.
Yeah. So I just felt kind of uncomfortable when I was staying at the like Airbnb with him, and I wanted to leave. And, like, I go to leave through the door.
Well, why were you uncomfortable? He wanted more.
Yeah, he wanted to do something sexual, and I was like, no, thank you. Like, I'm not really trying to do that.
Thanks, bestie.
Like, because he knew we weren't together. Like, I just wanted to be friends with him, and we had made that very clear.
So you thought.
Or so I thought.
Or so you think.
Shaking his bonbons
for each and every one of them.
Yeah. And so I didn't want to do that, and I wasn't allowed to leave. I was a little cornered, a little not safe, a little not safe. And so I called Mei Ling because she lives in Arizona, and I was like, I need to get out of here. Like, can I please stay at your house? And then he was just like, no, like, I'll drive you home. And I didn't want to get in the car with him, but I did want to go home. So I was just like, fuck it. Like, I'll just go home with him.
It was like at 3 a.m. and she was calling me, and I was like, oh my god, Marina, please.
Because we also had tickets for the next Taylor Swift concert the next day. And so, like, I did not want to leave, but he had the tickets. I wasn't going to go with him. Like, I just did not feel safe doing so.
Yeah.
And so that's a whole thing on its own. He was throwing up the whole car ride home, which, like, what?
Even worse.
I know.
Pathetic.
I just wanted to get home.
I did not like that.
And then turns out from that trip, he actually took my bag of underwear.
Oh, I think you might have told me.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Which he claims was by
I
accident.
forgot.
He claims it was by accident. He was like, I thought it was your makeup bag.
So you tried to take your makeup bag?
Yeah, because he was like, I wanted you to come back over.
He's living up to the fruitiness.
I know.
Took your makeup bag. That's crazy. That's
Wrong
crazy.
bag, buddy.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, so I'm still talking to him, like, freaking years later. Cut to, like, last summer. Oh, this actually is all last summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're already there.
Taylor Swift just started.
Yeah. Wow.
Her door.
Anyways, so I am now living in San Diego, which is where he was living at the time. And so I was like, cool, we're pals, I guess. Like, I would go hang out over there when I could.
Which I hated.
Yeah, she did.
I saw it coming.
She did. I only could blame myself for this.
I'm like, you guys just listen to me. Just listen to me next time. Please.
Miranda's word is on top of everybody else's men's relationship.
Please. Oh, God.
Anyways, so I'm planning on going to the mall with my friends during my break. And I was like, no, sorry, I can't hang out. Because he wanted to hang out and I just didn't want to. And so then he posts on his private Snapchat. And I could see he's at the mall at the same time I was at the mall. And I was like, there's no fucking way right now. There's no way he followed me to the mall. And that's when I was like, how did he follow me?
How does he have so much free time on
How did he follow me? He doesn't have my location. How did he follow me?
Does he have a job?
For both.
Yeah, you're right. Honestly, both of you guys. Do they have jobs? Mm-hmm. Where do they have all this free time?
I don't know.
I would never chase you guys down that far.
Oh my god. I wouldn't even do it now. Like,
what was he doing? He had so many different jobs. That was another thing.
What I'm saying.
Never knew what he did. Oh, I didn't even tell you the biggest part of that story. He follows me to the mall, right? Get back. My car is bugged. I'm being tracked.
Oh, yeah.
I'm being tracked. Found out from the Australian government.
Crikey.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no, Cleo.
Yeah. Oh. And then on top of that, he had my ID. He withheld my identification. Yeah. And he was like, no, I don't have it. No, I don't have it. No, I don't have it.
My sister finessed it back, you fool.
I got it back. Thank you.
My sister had to curate the text message for us to get it back. We're like, we're never going to get it back. We're never going to get it back. I said, Marina, kiss your identity goodbye.
And you know what? Honestly, maybe he's the one who filed my taxes. I know. Maybe he's the one.
I know. And then he started saying stuff about you and Amy. That's what happened.
He's always said stuff about me and Amy.
Made it into a joke.
Yeah.
Like, it's a running joke now in our group.
Mm-hmm. But it's so funny.
Mm-hmm. It's real funny.
I had to message him too. I had to message him and be like, hey. Oh, no. I know exactly what I said. I said, hey, so I know you don't want to talk to me or Marina, but I just have to know. Amy and Marina have been leaving me out of stuff. Like, do you think that there's anything going on between them? And he was like, I don't want to say for sure, but he's like, if you have a feeling, they are. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I read. He's like, I'm not going to message you anymore after this, but like,
you didn't have to announce that.
No. And I was thought I was cheating on him all the time.
With Amy?
I'm not just with Amy, but yeah.
I'm like, I'm the main source.
It was Amy.
It was Amy.
Amy's the reason I left you. So.
Amy's the reason. That was wild.
too funny for that.
Yeah.
Who brought that up?
We were talking.
Who is my phone? Who made you guys?
It came
It
up.
was all of our phones.
It
Yeah.
came up out of nowhere because you were reading something that he had wrote you.
Oh yeah, he wrote me a book.
He wrote her multiple books.
Multiple books. Yeah.
He keeps journals.
And it was like his diary about like after breaking up. He like wrote a diary every day about like how much he missed me and then gave it to me, which is like fine, do that on your own, but don't give it to me. And it talks about me and Amy. Like I think I posted something and he was like, "Oh, I saw you're happy with Amy. Like, does she make you happy?"
Yes, I do.
Amy makes
I
me
do.
so happy. I hope you know.
You look happier. You do. Ed Sheeran.
I am
the best. I am. Actually, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
It was so random.
I
It
know.
was so it came out of nowhere. When you read it to me, I was like, "What?"
Oh my god, it is too funny. Both of you guys' ex-boyfriends thought you guys were lesbians.
Do we look?
When he commented on your TikTok. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I posted a TikTok and it was I don't even know like what the video was.
It was you doing your makeup.
It was
to the
me doing
Barbie
makeup,
soundtrack,
okay?
Which is so ironic.
Right? Woman empowerment. Hello, that's the whole point of the video. And my friend Jordan comments under the video and she puts like that little emoji where
And
it's
Jordan's a girl.
like this. Jordan's a girl and she's dating my friend Luana.
I was gonna say Jordan is also gay.
Yes. So, and she comments this, and I was like, "Oh, how cute!" You know, I liked it. And her profile picture is like of a football player. You know, it's her brother. And so I was like, "Oh, how cute!" You know. A couple months later, after we break up, I started stalking my TikTok, so I would get the notification like someone's visiting your profile,
Yeah.
and it was under a different name,
Weirdo.
under Mary.
Really?
Mary Jane. Okay, Mary Jane.
Get alive.
Mary Jane. And he commented, what did he say?
I'm glad it's something about
Thank you for letting me know that I've been cheated on like this whole time. You know, it was something
Yeah.
along the lines of that. And then
Like, do
Jordan
I pull it up?
I know.
I think I have the screenshot.
I
it's
also have
so
the
funny.
screenshot.
Jordan pulled it up and she replied to it saying, what did she say? She said, "Oh, word, I'm Luana's girlfriend, but go off, king." Like, she said that. And I was like, I also replied to it being like, "Are you dumb?" Like, that's literally Jordan. And the thing is, they've met.
They met before?
They've met.
Such an idiot. Oh my
Like,
god.
And then he deleted it after like that.
Because he was embarrassed.
And it was so funny. It was so funny. And I was like, what?
You guys just give off lesbian vibes
Yeah.
to each other.
I guess.
I guess.
I'm straight, by the way.
Thanks, I
I'm
guess.
straight.
Okay.
I want to know why.
I
know.
also want to know
What
why.
is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Couldn't help you.
Fuck fine you. Like, I don't know.
Couldn't help you. I never had a boyfriend.
Valid.
It could be. I'm like, I could be. Come on.
It was just too funny.
That's wild. You
Go on with what?
Your story with that. What's his name?
I feel like those are the good ones. Do you think that? I mean, there's more, but
Well, I think after Taylor Swift is like when you were like,
when I was like, I'm in danger. Like, this isn't okay.
she needed to have that tap on her to be like,
A little bit.
actually, maybe I am in the wrong.
A little bit. I will have to admit.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's when I took it serious. I was like, I need a. I need
I
a
remember
back
being
away.
like, finally. Get
But it was
outta here.
weird because we hadn't talked for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because I stopped being his friend.
Which is also
And then I lived my
weird.
life. I had a good time. Then he came back.
Well,
did not
I
have a
truly
good
think that he
time.
was just clinging on to you because he knew that he couldn't find anybody else.
Oh.
You're the only one
He
that gave him
lied. He lied. Well, he lied a lot.
a chance. He lied a lot.
But I was thinking because he asked me like, oh, like, have you slept with anyone else? Like, have you had other boyfriends? And I was like, yeah. I was gonna be honest. I don't care. You want to know the truth? I'll tell you the truth. And he was like, yeah, I have two.
Well, don't ask questions that you don't want the answer to.
For you.
No, he lied. He did not.
That's so lonely.
And I was like, then why are you lying about it? Like, what was the reason?
Pathetic.
This, guys.
Thanks. Oh, brother. Grow up.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That sucks. For him.
I'm doing great.
I'm doing great.
Also doing fantastic.
That's so funny.
You know what? And the love of my life called me gorgeous. So I do not
Oh my god.
I do not care!
Us tonight, we're gonna try to weasel our way into that. Difference is, mine's married with a baby, so I can't.
I can't.
Wow.
I could look from afar.
Can look, can't touch.
I'm like, even if he was
I
single.
touched.
Even if he was single, I wouldn't have the balls to go up to him.
I wouldn't either.
I'd stare at him from afar.
You guys are in your... Well, you've been
What?
doing your own thing. For
Yeah.
a while.
I have been. I feel like I'm a little done doing my own thing.
Yeah. Amy's just started.
I'm like, you're not even
Yeah.
21 yet, and you're done.
I know. Can you believe
I
it?
know.
I'm ready to tap out already.
Oh, brother. It's okay. It's okay. You guys learned your lesson. You live and you learn.
Yeah.
You live and you learn.
You know what's so weird though? But within these past couple years, like it started with that, with him as my lesson, and then it was like 5 bajillion, and now I'm like, okay,
Right.
I'm done learning. Please.
Enough. I get it.
I know.
I get the lesson. Please.
My sister also tried to stop it. My sister was like, you gotta tell them. You gotta tell them this, Miranda.
yeah,
It doesn't work. And I'm like, okay, I will. I'll try.
Didn't work.
Didn't try hard enough.
Hopefully, you like our next boyfriends.
Hopefully.
Fingers
Hopefully.
crossed.
I do such
Hopefully.
good
honestly,
like vibe reads.
I'm gonna be
honestly.
so honest. I think you're gonna be the deal breaker of my next relationship. I'm gonna be so honest. Like, I don't think I could go through with dating someone that you're like, no.
I just think like having a like you could tell.
I know, and you do so well at it,
But,
and
like,
you know I'm horrible.
Yeah, you can like tell from the way like you have one conversation with somebody like how
Yeah.
they're gonna be or how because they're putting on their best version of themselves.
Yeah.
The first time that you meet them, I think you just watch and see like the little things that they do, and you're like,
Mhm.
oh, this is the kind of person you actually are.
Yeah.
Anyways, granted, I had 2 older sisters
Yeah.
that I watched like go through heartbreak and like get new boyfriends and you know all that jazz, and like I saw my sister have fun with like her dating world, and then I saw my other sister have one boyfriend and be stuck with him.
Mm-hmm.
So like I
You-
saw both
yeah.
sides. That's why I'm trying to like, don't do it, guys. Don't do it, please. It's not worth it. You're just gonna get hurt.
My sister's a train wreck, so.
Yeah. No.
My
have that
sister's
much.
younger than
My
me,
sister's
so
younger.
you are the example. I am
You are the example.
I think I'm a pretty good example, though.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I am.
That's what
I'm
my
not too worried about
sister
it.
thought.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. She's like, I mean, but look at her now.
Yeah.
She found her one guy and like, he's cool.
Hey, he bought us these mics.
He did. But I think you guys just had to learn on your own. And hopefully your next relationship, you're like, hey, maybe I don't like this
Yeah.
in this guy and I'm going to leave.
That's another thing is, like, I feel like in my next relationship, I'm going to be able to communicate so much better.
Good. As you should.
Because, like, now I understand I wasn't in the wrong for a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, now,
You were
now maybe I
young.
will say something about
Yeah.
something I
You were
don't
also being manipulated as a young girl. Like, he
Yeah.
was older than you.
Like. Yeah, I don't feel like I missed a step in there.
Yeah.
Because, like, I went from, like, little girl, and then it was just like, oh,
Yeah.
here's, like, a full relationship. That was another thing. I was, like, 14, 15. Why are we acting like we're moving in together? Like,
Exactly.
please calm down. There's
Again,
no need.
Like, yeah, it was too serious too fast.
Anyways.
For you being so young.
Mm-hmm.
in high school,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it felt more mature
Well-
because he was older.
Not only that, I think because I didn't go to the high school. We were still going to the same school because at that time I was going to the community college, and he went to that community college. Was a big reason I went there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that
Yeah.
played a role.
And you weren't mentally older than what you were. You know what I mean? Like, I think he thought that you were like more mature
I was.
than you were. You were still a little girl. You know what I mean? You were still.
I don't even think I'm that mature now. Like.
At 14 and 15, you're still a little girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think he did take advantage of that in the beginning,
I agree.
and he hurt you a lot.
Yeah, I think he like. I'll say it. I think he like shaped me to be this like really insecure, scared person.
That's what he was trying to
And I'm trying to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ex did the same thing, but he would be like, he would paint me as this like so innocent, and whenever I did something like even fucking like drink, he'd be like, "That's not something you do," and I'd be like, "Yeah, it is." But he would be able to go out and drink, and he would smoke, and he would do stuff with his friends, and I didn't give a shit. I didn't care.
Another lie unlocked. Sorry,
That was
just
weird
thought
too.
about it.
When the one time I hung out with him one time, one time, and they had like a bong or something right there.
Smoking.
And he was like, no, like trying to do it for the Amy. I was like, we know you do it behind closed doors.
Yeah,
Just do it.
and I
Like,
told him, I was like, just do it. Like, I don't care, just do it.
I was like, we know that you do it when nobody's looking. Just do it. What's
Yeah.
the issue? I literally told him, just do it, please, so that everybody can stop staring at you.
Because
I'm tired of it.
all his friends were like handing him the bong, and they were all just staring at him,
Yeah.
like expecting him to take it. But in front of me, he was like, and I was like, just fucking do it, just do
Like,
it.
dude.
Just
It's
do it.
obvious.
You're pissing me
It's
off by not doing it. Just
Not
do
that
it.
big. I know
Yeah.
it's pissing me off. I know
Yeah,
just you're bothering me.
Just freaking do it. So,
Damn.
I think, yeah, he tried to shape you into a very insecure
Oh,
person.
wait, I didn't tell you the lie.
Oh.
I mean, that was a lie, too. But... But I was
Bunch
gonna
of
say...
liars around here.
Because, like, this is so stupid. One time, we were in his car, and he was like, man, sometimes when I sweat, it smells like weed. And I, like, just say you're smoking.
fucking ew. I can't. Like these.
What? At first, I believed it, and then you said it. And I was like... I was like, wait a second. That is weird. And then you said it. And it, like, hit my brain. Yeah. True story. I'm sorry. You broke it to me.
I said, Marina, who's gonna tell you?
Yeah.
Somebody just has to be there to tell you guys. Pull yourselves together.
I agree.
Like a
And
bull.
it will forever be Miranda.
Thank you. Thank you.
Honestly, we should do an episode where you just, like, give advice to all of us.
Just a read.
Yeah. Next episode, perhaps.
That's what I mean. If everybody just listened to me in the world, everything would be
I
peace.
can't even argue with that
Everything
anymore.
would
As
be
much as I'd
great.
like to be like,
Like
nope.
the other day when I was going through like all that, the stupid, I had like a bunch of stuff to do on Tuesday, I think, and like I was like, if everybody just followed my schedule, if everybody just did what I had to do, everything would be like smooth for everybody. But nobody listens to me.
Yeah.
Nobody listens to me. Everybody's like, Miranda doesn't know. Miranda's young. Miranda doesn't have any experience.
She does know.
I do. I've seen it all.
She's the outlook.
I've seen it all.
Everything go down.
I'm a fly on the wall.
sneaky little
fly on the wall. Literally me.
Yeah.
Anyways, Ross Lynch, if you're listening, I know a lot.
At your brother. I took a photo with him once. And I would like to speak to him again.
Our ending segment is like,
It's just about Ross Lynch.
we're here.
No, I agree.
We're right here.
I agree.
What a spiffy man.
We know yours. He's a fly. Wink.
Also, Maddie Healy.
Yeah. Like,
Love that little rat.
I know a lot. Dang.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Girls Night. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, not Facebook, because I don't think I post on there.
We have a Facebook.
We have a Facebook. True story. We also have an email. Send us an email, guys.
Send us an email.
But I love reading the comments. Someone commented on our last video. It was my Tia Irene. And I was like, oh.
Really? I also commented.
Oh my gosh. Where did I say we were blowing up? Something France? Somewhere in France. You French. I love you.
Thank you very much. What'd you say? You were like,
I was like, we're blowing up in blah, 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 France. Started with an M.
like, Miranda, what are we doing in
Manchester.
something France?
Manchester, France.
Wrong place, guys. Got the mics.
All right, we gotta go. See you next girls' night. Bye.